Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're gonna compare iQOO 7 versus Vivo X60 versus OnePlus 9R. And Vivo X60 and OnePlus 9R are more or less similarly priced, but iQOO 7 is a way lot cheaper. So who's the ultimate value for money champion? In this video we're gonna find out. So do watch the video till end. And now let's start the video. We are definitely starting with the display this time, and at the last we are going to talk about the pricing. Now iQOO 7 has a 6.62-inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate and 300Hz of touch sampling rate. iQOO 7 is a top-notch display at its price point, whereas it is also protected by the Gorilla Glass 5 and weighs only 196 grams. 196 grams is a decent form factor for mobile phones nowadays. And if we move ahead to the OnePlus 9R, it has more or less similar 6.5-inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate, but the touch sampling rate is slightly less. This time it's a 240Hz of touch sampling rate, whereas the Gorilla Glass protection is Gorilla Glass 5 and it weighs pretty lighter than the iQOO 7, which is 189 grams. So OnePlus 9R will be more comfortable to hold, whereas Vivo X60 is even more comfortable to hold because it weighs only 176 grams. And the display, if we talk about, it's 6.56-inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED display with a 120Hz of refresh rate and 240Hz of touch sampling rate, and it is also protected by the Gorilla Glass 5. So in the display segment, no doubt iQOO 7 is the winner because it has the highest touch sampling rate ever. So now let's move ahead to the next segment, which is the processor. Now about the processor, I basically do not have nothing much to talk about because all three of them are equipped with the same processor, Snapdragon 870, but since all of them are 5G phones, so I need to talk about the 5G bands. iQOO 3, if you remember, had support for 3 5G bands, so this time in the iQOO 7 we can expect 3 or more 5G band support, whereas OnePlus 9R has only 2 5G band support and Vivo X60 has only 2 5G band support, and OnePlus has officially confirmed that with the future update they will add more 5G bands. Now let's talk about the AnTuTu score. iQOO 7 6.5 lakhs, OnePlus 9R 6.5 lakhs, and Vivo X60 6.3 lakhs. Now benchmarking I do not exactly believe, but anyways, now let's move ahead to the next segment, which is the camera. Now iQOO 7 has a 48 megapixel Sony IMX589 sensor with a 13 megapixel ultrawide and 2 megapixel useless depth camera. Whereas if we come to the selfie, it's a 16 megapixel punch hole selfie. OnePlus 9R has a similar 16 megapixel punch hole selfie, and the camera is also more or less similar. 48 megapixel main camera Sony IMX586, a 16 megapixel slightly better ultrawide sensor than the iQOO 7, and the 2 megapixel useless macro depth. And let's move ahead to the Vivo X60. It has 48 megapixel main camera with 13 megapixel ultra wide and 13 megapixel telephoto. So only the Vivo X60 cameras are good, and it also has a better selfie, 32 megapixel punch hole selfie. Camera segment, definitely Vivo X60 wins. Now let's talk about the battery. All three of them have more or less similar size, whereas iQOO 7 has 4400 mAh battery, OnePlus 9R having a 4500 mAh battery, and the Vivo X60 having 4300 mAh battery. But the iQOO 7 has 66 watt of fast charging, OnePlus 9R has 1 watt less, 65 watt fast charging, whereas Vivo X60 has a much slower 33 watt of fast charging. Let's move ahead to the next segment, which is about their other specifications. Now iQOO 7 has in-display fingerprint scanner, headphone jack, glass back, micro SD card slot, dual speakers, no IR blaster. It runs on FunTouch OS based on Android 11. It has UFS 3.1 and LPDDR5 RAM and Bluetooth 5.2. So these are basic specs, whereas if we talk about the OnePlus 9R, it also has an in-display fingerprint scanner, but it doesn't have the headphone jack. This one has a glass back, no micro SD card slot, dual speakers, IR blaster, Oxygen OS, which is the best UI in comparison to all the three, and it also has Bluetooth 5.2, UFS 3.1 and LPDDR5. Now let's talk about the Vivo X60. This one also has an in-display fingerprint scanner but misses out the headphone jack. It has glass back, no micro SD card slot, single speakers. Yes, this is very surprising, and the haptic feedback on the Vivo X60 is also pretty poor. It has an IR blaster, it has FunTouch OS based on Android 11, Bluetooth 5.1 and UFS 3.1. Now let's talk about the pricing. Since iQOO 7 hasn't yet been launched, so we are talking about the expected or the leaked pricing till now. The 8 plus 120GB will be around under 30,000, 12 plus 256GB will be more than 30,000, and the pricing, as soon as I get the confirmed pricing, I will update it in the pinned comment, so do check the comment section. And OnePlus 9R 8 plus 120GB at 40,000, 12 plus 256GB at 44,000, whereas Vivo X60 8 plus 120GB 38,000, 12 plus 256GB at 42,000. Now let's move ahead to the final segment, which is our verdict. Now, if you want to buy the iQOO 7, the reasons would be the 300Hz touch sampling rate, 66 watt of fast charging, dual processing chip. It also has a processor for the image processing. It's the most affordable among the three. It has a headphone jack and it has dual speakers. Whereas the reasons to choose OnePlus 9R would be the best battery combination, 4500 plus 65 watt, best haptic experience and the goodness of Oxygen OS, and it also has dual speakers. Whereas to choose the Vivo X60, the reasons would be the best rear cameras and the best selfie camera. There's nothing else special about the Vivo X60. So overall, who's the winner? I would say that the iQOO 7 is the ultimate value for money champion here because it's the most affordable and offers a lot. Second comes OnePlus 9R and then comes Vivo X60. But overall, the best package among the three, I would say, is the OnePlus 9R. So yes, the winner is the OnePlus 9R, then comes iQOO 7 and then Vivo X60. And yes, rest is upon your choice, and we hope you like this video, and do like, subscribe and comment. And we'll be back with the next video soon. So till then, bye and thanks for watching. But let me tell you, some more good stuff incoming to our channel.